The grand prize is a 7-night stay for two in Bucharest, full boarding, between September the 23rd and 30th. The winners will find accommodation in the Hotel Royal and will also have the opportunity to go to all festival concerts hosted by the Palace Hall. The contest is sponsored by Hotel Royal Bucharest. The partners of the contest are the Ministry of Culture and Cultural Heritage, the Bucharest Prefect's Office, the Official Gazette, the Bucharest Transport Public Utility, the Romanian National Peasant Museum, the contemporary art portal modernist.ro, the Casa Radio Publishing House, and Noi Media Print Publishers. As usual, you will have to cover your travel expenses from your residence to Bucharest and back, and, if necessary, the cost of the visa for Romania. We also offer many other prizes to those who don't win the grand prize. The smaller prizes consist in objects related to Bucharest and Romanian culture in general and are offered by our partners. And now here are the questions. Who is the artistic director of the International Radio Orchestras Festival? What is the name of the main contemporary art museum in Bucharest? Mention at least 3 cultural, historical and tourist attractions in Bucharest. What cultural, historical and tourist landmarks of Bucharest would you like to visit if you win the grand prize, and why? Please write to us what has made you take part in the contest, and please mention your sources of information others than the programs of our radio station, the site of Radio Romania International, or the Facebook profile. Our address is 6064 General Bertlow Street, Sector 1, Bucharest, Romania, PO Box 111, code 010165, fax 004021 319-0562. Email engl@rri.ro. Good luck. And with that, our broadcast in English for listeners in Western Europe and Japan has come to an end. You can listen to our next program for Western Europe tomorrow at 5:30 hours UTC on 9700 kHz in analog system and 11875 kHz in the DRM system. Listeners in Japan can listen to our next program tomorrow at 22 hours UTC on 9790 kHz and 11940 kHz. We can also be heard on the internet in WMA, MP3 and AAC Plus formats at www.rri.ro channel 1 and in Europe via satellite Hotbird 6 on 11623 MHz, vertical polarization, azimuth 13 degrees east. If you have any comments or suggestions, please write an email at engl@rri.ro. Goodbye.
Australia.net.au.
Breaking news, all highlights, background stories, the latest from Australia, our region, and the world.
Radio Australia.net.au.
Discover Radio Australia. Read it, hear it, watch it, download it, see it, share it. Discover something new at radioaustralia.net.au. Australia News, a minute to the headline. Turkey says one of its fighter planes shot down by Syria may have violated Syrian airspace. Authorities call up a search for survivors from Thursday's asylum seeker boat disaster. And Australia's black caviar races into the history books. Turkey has suggested one of its fighter planes shot down by Syria might have violated Syrian airspace. The BBC's Jonathan Head.
We at CRI are always pleased to read your messages. If you have anything to say, just pick up your pen. Here is our address. English service, China Radio International, Beijing, China. The postal code is 100040. If you have internet access, you can email us at crieng@cri.com.cn. Once again, that's crieng@cri.com.cn. Whoever writes in, we will respond.
Egypt's Sinai Peninsula since 2005, most from Eritrea and Sudan. They claim to be refugees, but Israel says the vast majority are economic migrants seeking a higher standard of living. Government spokesman Mark Regev says Israel is the Jewish homeland and it has no obligation to offer asylum to African migrants.
Israel is a small country. We are 8 million people, and geographically, we're the size of New Jersey. We are too small to be the solution of all of Africa's problems.
The Africans have been blamed for a growing wave of violent crimes, including rapes of young Jewish women, prompting a backlash among Israelis who have demanded their expulsion. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has described the migrants as a national plague, saying they are a threat to security and the Jewish character of the state. But many Israelis are appalled by the expulsions. Critics say Israel is a nation of refugees established in the wake of the Holocaust, and it has a moral obligation to help people in need. Asaf Weitzen is the legal advisor at the Hotline for Migrant Workers in Israel.
Some things have already been achieved. The countries have carried out lots of reforms. Above all, we've developed instruments of stability and solidarity together.
Genauso wie Instrumente der Solidarität.
The fund is now indicated the rand weaker against the dollar, ending the day at 8.43. Sterling is worth $1.89 and the euro is worth $1.24. So the currency is $1 is worth 7.65 Botswana rubles and 5,280 is on the watches. And on to commodities, platinum ending the day at $1,429 and 5. Whilst gold ended at $1,569 and Brent crude oil at $88.69 a barrel. And that's it for the day.
Thank you, Isani. Tunisia yesterday extradited former Libyan Prime Minister al-Baghdadi al-Mahmoudi, who served under Muammar Gaddafi, back to his country. Al-Mahmoudi fled to the neighboring country around the time when rebel fighters took over the city of Tripoli in August last year. There's been confusion among Tunisian officials over who authorized the extradition.
Ja gut, Flohmarkt wird weniger, die Leute haben keine Zeit mehr. Früher hat man mehr gebaut, nicht? Heute wird alles gekauft. Und ich weiß ja selbst, wie das ist, nicht? Ich habe mir damals auch so viel vorgenommen, nicht? Aber du hast die Zeit nicht. Na ja gut, was soll's. Okay, Uli, schönen Dank für den Bericht. Ich habe sonst eigentlich auch nichts mehr vorliegen. Ich hatte mal den HB9 EVY geholt, der scheint wohl nicht da zu sein. Die anderen scheinen auch nicht da zu sein. Ich werde mal noch ein bisschen was anderes tun. Ich habe im Keller noch was zu tun. Ich bin noch mal eben sporadisch gekommen, um zu sehen, ob jemand da ist, aber nett, dass du gekommen bist wenigstens. Ich wünsche dir einen schönen Abend, schönen Dank für die Informationen und grüß mir die anderen.
Ja, schöne Grüße Norbert und wünsche ich dir einen schönen Abend, ne? UN 5 Kilo Quebec.
Okay, tschüss, Uli, mach's gut, ich hab noch eine Kuh. Gute Nacht.
Tschüss.
Tschüss.